I want to go back a bit on what you guys are actually doing on applying NGS and to safety. Can you even go back to the origin of the company? Because I think you're Institut Pasteur spin out. How does that fit into the whole picture?
Okay, so that's very important, and that's really interesting to see the transformation from a startup, very small startup, R&D oriented, located at Institut Pasteur Paris. Yeah. And there was a vision from the founder. So I'm not the founder. Yeah. The founder is a professor of virology, Professor Marc Eloi. And the vision was applying the sequencing to microbiology and infectious diseases. And when I came in we had one division about development and diagnosis of infectious disease in human. And we had some first activity testing biopharmaceuticals. Okay. And initially, we wanted to do both at the same time. We were super ambitious. We thought that raising money is going to be very easy because what has been developed is super innovative. So that's going to be, of course, automatic. And we push hard. And at some point of time, of course, we realized that it's a bit too much. And we made a choice, and I can comment further, we made a choice to focus on providing services to the pharma industry. But initially, yes, that's a very Institut Pasteur regarding sequencing. And also, it was key for the success of us.
What's the actual tech or the patents, or what's the actual discovery?
It's a lot about sample preparation in the lab. Yeah. And it's a lot about data analysis, post-sequencing. So it's not really the sequencing itself, but it's really what's before, the quality of the preparation, and then the quality of the analysis with the pipeline of analysis with the database. That's where the differentiation is really.
Yeah, because NGS, I saw you use Illumina sequencer,
and you have Illumina, Oxford Nanopore. Exactly. So we are a bit agnostic, I would say, regarding the sequencing. It's like we are able to utilize several types of sequencing devices. What is important is what is around. Is the menu, the software around, and the application. And the validation. And I think we're going to come back to that. Moving from R&D to a GMP-CRO, it's a long and difficult journey, and it's a lot about GMP certification, a lot about quality. So it's a full transformation of the company.
Yeah, because at the end, you're part of the manufacturing process, so you need to be GMP certified.
Exactly. If you want to test a clinical product in the clinical phases or commercial phases, of course, the rules that you need to apply are very strict. And we have demonstrated that it's possible, it's doable from a technology which is initially not designed for that type of application, but we open up this new application. I think, again, as I said it at the beginning.
I'm curious about the Oxford Nanopore versus Illumina as well on the application, but can you tell a bit more on the actual using NGS? From my understanding, there's some there's some competing technologies, and you brought NGS more versus more traditional PCR or more in vivo testing, animal testing. Right. Understanding what you also said, it's not this or this. It's usually some of the overlap and more how much more you do NGS, how much more you do other technology. My understanding also, it's the technology is not. There's a technology, but also how much you fit into the process, how much material you use, how reliable or fast it is.
Impact, yes.
Can you
Yeah, it's very basically. When we say quality control, basically there are two types of question. One question related to viral safety. In the process, do we have a viral contamination? Yes, no. And the other question is about genetic characterization. For instance, I'm playing with gene therapy. I would like to be sure that my mapping is correct, and I'm applying NGS. So for viral safety at PathoQuest, we consider that today the best sequencing technology is Illumina, short-read sequencing. Whereas for genetic characterization, most of the time, we like the long-read sequencing developed by Oxford Nanopore. So we are trying to pick up the best of each technology. And we have people on the regular basis testing, evaluating. And that's important as well, that we are partnering with those companies. And I believe that strongly that success is a lot about partnering. If you want to do everything alone, it will take a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of resources. And we had no time, not so much resources. So partnering was part of this success story.
And you will not develop your own sequencing technology.
Not at all. There's no need.
And how do you fit? How is the competition looking like for you guys? And you mentioned WuXi a bit, but what's your main competitors?
Yeah. Let's say the main competition is not much about NGS offer, which is still, I would say, at the beginning. It's more about traditional method. So it's another way of looking at innovation. Of course, innovation, everybody's excited about innovation. Oh yeah, we are innovating, that's fantastic, it's a new approach, great. But innovation means change. And honestly, in the pharma industry, in the CMC space in particular, people are more reluctant to change because there's a lot of impacts and regulatory impact in the filing, etc. So that's something to take into consideration.
But in CMC, you want to limit the risk and you want something really reliable, proven. So I guess unless you bring whatever 2-3x better value at the end of, I guess, value.
Yeah, the value proposition should be very strong.
Needs to be much stronger than just little incremental.
Of course, exactly. And so it's a lot about, of course, it's about speed. That's very important, reducing turnaround time when providing a result. Yeah. But it's as well about the robustness of the data, because speed is not sufficient. It's together speed and robustness of the data. If you can move away from animal testing, and as I said, the competition is mainly traditional method as animal testing. Yeah, we have on a regular basis companies reaching out to us and they said, we would like as much as possible to get rid of animal testing. We heard that you can do that for viral safety testing, avoiding killing hundreds of mice, for instance. Or can you do that? Can we talk? And yes, we do that with pleasure. So that's a driver. But you need to be very strong and you need to reassure your customer that all the data that will be generated will be suitable for a filing. And that based on our knowledge, regulators are going as well to validate those data. And that's very important when you look at PathoQuest and the evolution. Regulators, I'm talking about the FDA, different ICH guidelines or EMA, year after year, they have been very supportive to NGS in the QC space. So we had some tailwind. And that's very important because sometimes innovation, if you don't get this positive support or positive feedback from regulators, you can be stuck. Even if on the paper, what you are bringing is great, but thanks to the work of the team, the data that has been generated, a lot of communication, papers have been published, it has been recognized as, in some situation, the technology of choice.